Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Bonjour. Guten Tag. Hyvää iltapäivää. And welcome to this Valtra online launch event. 101% connected. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is André Noël Chaker, and I have the pleasure of being your host today. And it's going to be great to share all the great news about what's happening at Valtra, one of the world's hallmark tractor brands. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people tuning in today from over 20 different countries around the world. Over 600 of you are tuning in here right now. So ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear also what is on your mind. So if you go to your site and you scroll down to join the conversation, you register as a guest, you can ask us some questions that we will be taking at the end of our show today. But to get us started today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the managing director of Valtra, Jari Rautjärvi. Welcome. Jari.
Thank you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, Jari, I've been following you, not stalking you, but following you in the industry news, and it's so good what's happening to you guys. You're winning prizes, you seem to be growing on all kinds of markets, but give us the bottom line. What is the growth status of Valtra today?
Thank you, Andre. Thanks for asking. We are doing very well indeed. So farmers, they just love Valtra innovation. They love our design, the easiness to use. I can tell you two examples of that, because it's visible in numbers and true facts. So when we think about our Smart Touch, so more than a third of all tractors that we build are sold with Smart Touch. And that is very good thing, because Smart Touch gives the farmer full control over the product, full control over the tractor, and it's simpler to use than a smartphone. It's amazing. The other example, our growth. Valtra is growing its market share across the Europe. Very many markets we are growing more than double-digit number.
Really?
And for example, last year in Germany, we sold and delivered 20% more tractors than we did a year before.
Okay.
And I believe that under current market situation, it's amazing story, it's amazing achievement, and I thank all our dealers and the entire Valtra family for that great achievement.
You definitely have a great team behind you, Jari. But you talked about Smart Touch in your answer to me now, and how significant is this going to be in the future?
It is. It really is. Farming is getting more and more digital. Machines are getting smarter and smarter, and everyone in this industry are talking about digitalization. We in Valtra are talking again how this should make the use much easier. And there is a big demand for that. For example, we take UK, 72% of all our Smart tractors that were sold in the UK last year were equipped with auto guidance system.
Okay.
And there are a lot of other solutions that we can offer to our dealers and customers, farmers, to do and cooperate seamlessly together. And this seamless cooperation is the key to success. And we recognize very clearly that our customers' success is our success too.
Cool, but for a numbers guy, I think there's like a mistake in our theme today. Our theme is 101%. I mean, you're a numbers guy, and it should be 100%. But why do you emphasize 101%?
No.
What does this mean? Is this a mistake, or what is it?
No, who can be satisfied with 100%? So I don't know. But this is all about digitalization. It's all about how we can serve our customers even better. And Valtra is already connected in very many ways. We have been leading the way, we are leading the way, and we will be leading the way. And now we are just making it even more simpler and more easier to everyone.
I think that's the perfect theme for today. Thank you for this wonderful introduction. I think we'll be talking more about this with your colleagues today.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Well, you know, it is a lot about digitalization in the future. I mean, you hear it in every industry. I work over 20 industries every year, and in every event that I do, we talk about how we will digitalize this, digitalize that. You know, even in surprising industries where you think there's no room for digitalization, they are digitizing. You know, one of my clients is the world's leading plumbing company, Uponor. You know, they basically put in premium plumbing, they connect pipes and they connect toilets. And you'd think, you know, what can you do with digitalization? Well, you can do a lot. You can save yourself a lot of water. You can save yourself a lot of pain by automatically cutting off the pipes that are leaking. You could also find out what kind of stuff is in the water that can maybe make people sick and stop that from happening. So there's a lot of stuff we can do with intelligent solutions that we would not even think of, you know, only a few years ago. So what does connectivity mean at Valtra? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Sales Director Ville Mansikamamäki to talk to us about that topic. Ville, welcome.
Thank you, Andre.
So, connected at Valtra, what does that mean?
Well, it's definitely something different what Uponor has done.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's about the dialogue between the customer and machine and the services what we and our business partners are providing. It's all about making customers' life more easier.
And that's really the promise of digitalization in general. But, you know, what are we talking about when we talk about this, what you're doing now? Is it just a software solution or is it something more?
Well, it's more about how we can benefit from the intelligence what we have been building in our tractors. Valtra is really the forerunner in this field. Valtra Connect has become Akko's global telemetry strategy, and it's implemented on all sites now. We do have something like some 3,000 N&T tractors which are already connected or Connect ready available. And this year we will do this available for A series and S series as well. I have some video which is explaining it, so shall we have a look?
A moving picture, you know, is worth 1,000 words. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. Yes.
Connect, Care and Go is our customer promise, helping you to stay in control of your machines and maximize uptime. Full control and no hidden costs. It's that easy. Checking remotely the fuel level of your machines, being alerted for the next service, accessing records of the past work, planning for the work ahead and optimizing the workflow is now an everyday job with Valtra Connect telemetry. With the Valtra Customer Portal, you have 24/7 access to Valtra services, your contracts and tutorials. Stay fully connected to your fleet, anywhere, anytime. Fix your costs for up to 5 years or 6,000 hours and stay in control. Choose between 0, 290 euros or 590 euros excess, and you are always well protected for any repair costs. Select the Valtra Care Extended Warranty and give yourself total peace of mind. Maximize the uptime of your machine with a Valtra Go service package for up to 10,000 hours. The maintenance contract with your authorized Valtra dealer gives you an hourly rate for reliable operation. No unscheduled downtime, only uptime. Just go. With Valtra Connect, Care and Go, you can focus on your business.
Valtra. your working machine.
Your working machine. Just connect, care, and go.
That's about it.
I get it from the great video, by the way, but could you just put it from the perspective, bring it into the perspective of, the tractor owner or tractor driver? What are the real benefits for them?
Well, actually, we are not working only on the machine telemetry right now. We are now working also on the solution, which is allowing customers to transfer the machine data on their own business management systems. And we are really aiming to become fully integral and intelligent part of the customer's business processes.
That sounds really useful and very technical. So could you tell us, from a business perspective, what are the wider benefits of having something like that?
Well, actually, you are right about it, that it's not only the technical solution, but it's also about after-sales solution.
Okay.
So if customer decides to get connected with us through the telemetry and allows the dealer to monitor his machine data, the local dealer then obviously can provide services in cases when the maintenance or repair is required. When the customer is adding the care and the go elements, so extended warranty programs and the service contracts, that is really the bringing extra elements to a customer's peace of mind. And when you include all of these three elements into your tractor finance package, customer really can control the total cost of ownership once knowing exactly what is the monthly fee from the finance contract. Simple as that.
Sounds like something I would want to buy.
Let's make a deal.
Yes. Thank you, Ville. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ville. Thank you very much. This telemetry intelligence is indeed coming to most models on the market. And, talking more about fulfilling customer wishes, we have some exciting news about the new A-Series. And I'd like to welcome Platform Director Brandon Montgomery to talk about this exciting new development. Brandon, good to see you.
Nice to meet you,
Andrea. It's good to see you.
You too. You too.
Brandon, I've heard things about you.
I hope they're good.
This is a very good one. This is a very good one. But tell me, is this true? They call you the father of the A-Series. Is this correct?
I'll take that as a compliment, mainly because I've got a large family. So
how large?
I've got 5 children.
That's
myself,
large.
So
that's large.
Keeps me busy, but I can't take full credit for being the father of A-Series. I was part of a large global team.
Okay.
That we started with something like this, a blank sheet of paper in 2008.
From scratch?
From scratch, the ground up. And we said we want to be very competitive in one of the most competitive segments in the industry, around 100 horsepower.
Wow. Okay.
So we launched something that we started in 2008. We launched last year in 2017. Well, go back a year. And we released 7 working models from 75 horsepower to 135 horsepower. On 3 chassis. So this was an instrumental task. And we built it on, we got the solid foundation right. And now here this week that you'll be able to see during the launch is the power shift in 2 working models, A104 and 114.
People have been waiting for that.
We've been asking for this ever since 2017.
Well, that's exciting. Well, it is your baby. I mean, your baby and the baby of your team. So you're all fathers of this model. It's now really the time to be a proud father and boost. It's your time. So what's really cool about the A-Series?
It's fantastic, and everybody's been asking about this ever since we launched it. Where is the power shift? Where is the power shift? Where is the power shift? And so that's the main feature that we've launched with this 2 working models.
Right.
The other thing that's coming with this, we've got front linkage, front PTO, that gives us the versatility. These customers are doing everything from arable work to livestock, hay, dairy applications, so they're in some of the most versatile climates that we have in the industry. So we've got front linkage, front PTO. We've got a 4-speed power shift, fully robotized between the ranges and the power shifts, all at the touch of the hand. We've got a brand new electronic joystick to control the loader valve, which gives us the precision we need, and it's simpler to use. And we've also got great visibility, a 4-cylinder engine with a lot of torque. This thing is fantastic.
I'm very excited. You know, I have a farm myself. I think I'm going to make a deal with Villa. I mean, especially the A series.
I think we can make that happen.
It's fantastic, even for a lazy farmer like me. It has all the automatic features that I need.
And the comfort you want with cab suspension.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Let's take a look at the video to show us all those features.
Please, I'm excited. Show me.
Valtra, your working machine.
Well, that looks like a real working machine. Very exciting. But if we put ourselves into, the customer's shoes, what do all these changes bring to me as a customer?
Well, the best benefit and value that they get with this A series, they get versatility, they get comfort, and they get the power that they need. And we deliver that with the new power shift transmission. We deliver that with comfort features like cab suspension, visibility that they can see, a great turning radius, and we deliver that through also innovation. We also have Valtra Unlimited that we put on these A-Series tractors, and then also Valtra Connect. So when you package all that together, it gives our dealers, our salespeople, a great confidence booster that we're going to be able to continue to deliver new innovations and new features many years to come. This A-Series is the product range that's going to get us there and be competitive in the industry.
Very, very, very exciting, Brandon. Thank you so much. Talk to us about this.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brandon. Wow, very, very exciting developments, ladies and gentlemen. And there are more exciting developments that are in the news. And we have our own little news caption, the Smart News Studio. Sam, over to you.
Hello, and welcome to Valtra Smart News. In the news today, Valtra launches Stage 5 compliance. Smart farming continues to grow, and telemetrics gets a boost with Valtra Connect. Stage 5 emission regulations are now fully met with Valtra NT and S series tractors above 130 kilowatts. The new, more efficient engines on the N and T models are still free from EGR, which keeps them running cleaner and smoother. On top of that, the new hydraulic lash adjustment of the engine valve drastically reduces service requirements, lowering even more the total cost of ownership of the tractor. And while we're talking about efficiency, smart farming technology, including Isobus and section control, is now available for high-tech and active models. For these models, a standalone, easy-to-use touchscreen, familiar from the Smart Touch tractors, can be located anywhere the driver wants. The same screen can also be used as a secondary terminal in a Smart Touch tractor. This is one of the many new features Valtra will be releasing this spring. This means every Valtra is now ready for smart farming. Why work hard when you can work smart and live more? Working smarter can also be working more comfortably. In the new N series, you might now be fooled into thinking you're driving on air. That's because you are. Valtra heard how much their customers like the air suspension on the T series, so they've now invented it for the N as well. On the subject of the very latest design, the 2018 edition of Valtra Design Challenge was a great success, with over 60 competitors bringing in the fanciest future farming designs and solutions. The winning work and team came from Austria, showing the design vertical. Personally, I prefer horizontal, but anyway, congratulations for the fantastic work from all involved. The rollout of Valtra Connect continues to be a success, with over 3,000 machines Connect ready. We visited Dan Roots, a Danish organic vegetable producer that uses Valtra Connect every day.
In springtime, when we have a lot of contractors working for us, we can have up to 50 units with trucks and contractor tractors working for us. We do farming in a big area, almost from the west coast in Jutland to the east coast. So we are looking a lot for a system like Valtra Connect that helps us a lot to make our operations more efficient.
The Connect app makes fleet management even easier.
I'm using the app on my smartphone a lot to plan through the day. With the Valtra Connect, I think it's much easier because you got the overview all the time, and our service partners got the overview as well.
As we can see, Valtra has made its mark in Denmark, and mark my words, Valtra Connect is the future of fleet management. And now, many people think of ploughing competitions as slow and boring, but not with Valtra. Last winter, an autonomous T-Series made an astonishing record run while snowploughing. With no driver on board, it made a new record of over 73 kilometers an hour. That's so crazy, it sounds like something I'd do. And finally, Valtra's newest little update is something their competitors will be seeing. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sam, and thank you for all of that great news, all of those great applications of what you can do with a Valtra. And we all know that there are probably 1,000,001 things you can do with your Valtra today. But in the future, there are probably 1,000,000 applications of things you can do with your Valtra that we haven't even thought about yet. And this is where, Valtra, Unlimited comes into play. And to talk about this, I'd like, marketing manager, this is Juuso Raitanen, who will join us on stage. Juuso, Mr. Unlimited, you've been on this unlimited track for quite some time right now. So what has been, the reaction of the customers?
It has been good. Valtra Unlimited is turning 7 years, and we have produced and delivered more than 6,000 machines already. We have been really strong in forest, municipality, also airports, and in the defense sector. So it has been a success.
It's so exciting, so many new possibilities for Valtra tractors. But what are you really working on right now?
We have been building partner ecosystem for a while now, and actually at the moment we are journeying into Valtra Unlimited multipurpose vehicle. What multipurpose vehicle is all about is that we are getting out from single options instead to offer full complete solutions for customers. That will allow our customers to access new areas where they haven't been working yet. So it's new market for the customers. Also, it will be really cost efficient for those. Are you actually familiar with all of the uses of Unlimited?
I must say I am not.
Well, let's take a look of the video.
Open my eyes. Show me.
There are hundreds of thousands of customers with thousands of completely different tasks. That's really an unlimited variety. That's why there is Valtra Unlimited, offering unlimited solutions. Already 1 in 5 of new Valtras is an unlimited Valtra. It is not about picking a specific color or a particular feature. It is about new opportunities, finding new ways to be professional and innovative approaches to be more productive. An opportunity you may not have even considered can become a reality with a solution from Valtra Unlimited. Be it in agriculture, forestry, municipality, logistics, or something completely different, you name it. With the right equipment, any Valtra tractor becomes the unlimited multi-purpose vehicle that will make your future. You find the work, we'll find the way. Valtra Unlimited.
Valtra, your working machine.
Well, wasn't that very sad, Juuso? You know, we won't be able to call these tractors anymore. You know, they are unlimited multi-purpose vehicles in the future. You're killing the word. What's wrong with you? You know, with this unlimited. But it's great. I mean, what wonderful, you know, multi-purpose vision you have for this. So give us a glimpse of what's coming up this year.
Well, we have done a cooperation with a few of the companies already a while, and actually we are seeking for more. We are rolling out strongly new way of partnering. That's for technological companies and also for distributors. We are looking forward seeing completely new business opportunities opening for our customers. And actually, we are expecting to deliver even more unlimited solutions this year that we have ever done.
Hey, good luck to you today.
Thank you very much.
And good luck to you this year. Fantastic. An unlimited view of the future, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we clearly can see that, you know, the future is much more than the hardware of a tractor and its technical features. It's really developing a new mindset for the future. And, you know, now that we have Connect, Care, and Go, you know, it changes everything. And I think that, you know, Valtra can be a greater value-added partner for your business in the future. So, to wrap this up for us, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask Vice President Marketing Mikko Lehikoinen to take the floor and talk to us about what we talked about today. Thank you. Go for it, Mikko.
Thank you for participating Valtra Virtual Launch 2019. We have demonstrated that we can build great products and answer to the smart farming needs with our Smart Touch. Now it's time to take the next step in our strategy. This is the very first time in our launch history where we introduce new services with our new tractors. We are now redefining what your working machine means. This year, we will take the first strong step towards digitalization. In this new world where our customers, dealers and partners will co-create value. In this new exciting world where we can delight our customers, we are committed to deliver the best products and also the best services in the industry. This is the first step and there will be many more to come. We believe in this new ecosystem. And we want to invite our customers, dealers and partners to join this journey with us. We will make it easy, we will make it exciting. No trying, just doing.
No trying, just doing. And that's what we're going to do. We're not just going to try, but we're going to do. We're going to answer the questions that have come in during our broadcast with all of our great studio speakers. So I'd like to invite them back on stage. So Jari, Ville, Brandon, and Juuso, please join me on stage once again. Gentlemen, you did a great job, but now is the moment of truth. This is where we answer the tough questions of our customers and the people who are listening to us today. If I could take the first question, I believe this one is for Brandon. This one is, what is the technology used in the new Stage 5 products?
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Andrea. This question is very key to know, especially for our dealers and our customers to know what to do. In 2019, every tractor above 130 kilowatt needs to be Stage 5 compliant. We've heard in the past Tier 3, we've heard Tier 4 interim, we've heard Tier 4 final, and now we've got Stage 5. So what does that mean for our specific customers? We've led the way with SCR technology. And in addition to the existing SCR technology that we have today, we're also adding an additional DPF filter. That DPF filter basically traps the diesel particulate matter even more and reduces the nitrous oxides even further. In addition to that, we have hydraulic valve lash adjustment on our 4.9, 6.6, and 7.4 liter engines, in addition to our 8.4 liter also that already has it. So those two things combined gives our customers optimizability, it reduces our service cost, and really helps clean up the environment.
Great, and I have a follow-up for Brandon. This one is specifically for you. You've got fans online, Brandon. It's great. This is a very specific question. So, are the shocks on both sides in the new N series suspension use air or hydraulic fluid?
It's the same system as the T series, using a pneumatic compressor and an air billow, basically for the shock absorber. Then we only have 2 dampeners on each side of the axle to basically cushion that dampening effect. That's not hydraulic and it's not pneumatic. It's a single shock absorber with the dampening system inside of it.
Very good. Next question is for you. So, how significantly are you investing in Unlimited?
It's really important for us. By saying that Unlimited is available to A series, NT and S series, to all of our products. We have been investing for the capacity, for the systems, and constantly seeking for new partners. So it's really important for us.
That is significant. And we have a question for Jari that came in. Will the new A series be available in North America, New Zealand, and Australia? If so, when?
Well, we start the product introduction from Europe, Middle East. We continue with the existing market, so later on this year we will introduce these machines for Asia, Pacific and so on. For the time being, we follow our current strategy and we do not have plans to enter North America.
Okay. All right. And a question for Ville on sales. How many tractors did you sell in France in 2018? And how many will you sell in Austria in 2019? Very specific question.
Oh yeah, they are. But I'm happy to give answers for those because we all know that historically France has been many years our #1 country, and
Vive la France!
That's how it is. So last year we delivered close to 1,800 tractors to France, and first numbers for market share looks that we are slightly improving from the previous year. We also had a very successful year in Austria last year.
Okay.
And we made a new record in sale and the market share in Austria. So I want to thank all of our distributor partners in Austria for the great job what they did for us. And obviously we want to make a new record in 2019, also in France, but also in Austria.
And you will make it in both,
and
I'm sure.
All in the sky is the limit.
Absolutely. Unlimited. And then, yes, one more for you, Ville, or for anyone, but I think, Ville, this is a good one for you, is you know, how many Valtra tractors do you plan to connect in 2019? We talked about connectivity.
Yeah, well, I mentioned in my short presentation already that there are about 3,000 N and T series tractors already at the markets which are either connected or connect ready. And from now on in 2019, all the produced machines in Suolahti are connect ready. So obviously it's up to customer how many of them are having the connectivity in and wanting to have the Valtra Connect in their machine. But we are able to do that with all machines now.
Yeah, even the old ones you can retrofit from what I know.
Well, for the retrofit, we can say that all the 4th generation machines, N and Ts, are capable to do the retrofitting afterwards. So even you have a previous year's model, we can do that.
And one just came in for Brandon again. Are you ready? Is regeneration needed in stage 5?
The answer to that is yes. Regeneration with the DPF filter is always needed. As soon as that, we call it basically like a trash can.
Yeah.
As soon as your trash can gets so full, you need to empty it, right?
Right.
So with the diesel particulate filter, we're trying to do that and time it with the service interval. So we don't want to aim for any customer interruption while they're using their tractor. And therefore, we try to time it with the service interval. But like with anything, it depends on the load cycles of the engine, how heavy they're using the engine itself, and how soon that diesel particulate filter will fill up.
Brandon, one just came in just this second. You know, they're very, very excited. There's lots of questions, I guess, and I think they're writing more. Right. So, is the cab suspension available for non-PS models? Is the question for Brandon.
The answer right now from the factory is no. This cab suspension is available for the new High-Tech 4, which is the robotized 4-power shift model. So available from the factory with the cab suspension.
All right. You know, I see our question team hesitating, but I think they're cutting it off. But there was one very good question that came in that we need to take. Is and I think that everybody's waiting for this because of how exciting it sounds from what we discussed with Brandon. But when will production begin for the new A-series models? Is our last question today.
Our job is to delight our customers, and it means that when we show something new, it will be available from the day one, not after 6 months or 8 months or 11 months or in the future. So A4 High-Tech is already in serial production. We have delivered first units to dealers, and first retailed units will be shipped to our end customers later on this week. And it's all available, all visible tomorrow in Lama Show. England.
Fantastic news, fantastic developments throughout the business, throughout the corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you've just heard, tomorrow in the UK, the Lama Show is starting, so please come and visit us there. If you can't make that one elsewhere in Europe, we'll be having a tour, what we call the Smart Tour this year, ladies and gentlemen, so attend that. You can, after this, you can listen to this, this broadcast over again if you miss something. You could also go to your site in your language to find out more about these products. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, is get out there and go on for a test drive. Contact your dealer, go for a test drive, have fun, and have a great 2019. Thank you very much.